It triggers an irresistible urge in us. And makes us do things which are not always good for us. We often only realize late how much it affects our lives. We're talking about addiction. Why can we become addicted to something? Meanwhile, what happens in the brain? Let's look back. Way back. With the beginning of human history, the history of addiction also begins. During evolution, a structure developed in the brain which is called the reward system. The reward system directs us to the things that are crucial to our survival. For example, searching for food. Our ancestors had to engage in considerable effort to find food. After all, there was no supermarket around the corner. Whoever found sweet fruit on the side of the road was well advised to eat it up as quickly as possible, and in large amounts, before someone else did. For ripe fruit provides a lot of energy. The preference for something sweet ensured an evolutionary advantage for us. It is firmly programmed into the reward system of our brain. Also, social contact with other people or sex activate our reward system. It's a matter of inherent needs. In science, they are referred to as natural reinforcers. Natural reinforcers trigger the release of the neurotransmitter dopamine in the reward system. And this is where psychoactive substances make a significant impact. Drugs such as alcohol, cocaine, or cannabis can cause the dopamine level to rise many times higher than natural reinforcers are able to. In addition to the pharmacological effect of a drug, other factors, such as genes or a person's life experiences, also determine whether a person becomes addicted. But an addiction becomes more likely the more frequently a drug is consumed. As frequent drug use changes the activity of the reward system. It will soon react exclusively to the drug. Natural reinforcers and other things become less important. The interests of an addicted person are regulated more and more by the reward system, and it wants more of the drug that elicits good feelings. As a result, the initially pleasure-oriented consumption becomes more of a compulsion. The reason for this lies in the interconnectedness of the reward system with brain areas, which regulate habitual behavior. The addicted person is hardly able to deliberately control their consumption. As the reward system has taken over. The result, loss of control. Certain stimuli can trigger the loss of control. These can be situations, the time of day, or other things that are associated with the consumption of the drug. For a person addicted to cannabis, for instance, the smell of cannabis can be such a stimulus. The characteristic scent of a joint can trigger a strong urge to smoke weed. This can be problematic if the person deliberately decided not to smoke weed anymore and then meets up with friends who use cannabis. The good resolutions are quickly forgotten as the joint is so tempting. The will was there, but the reward system won. Getting out of an addiction always pursues the goal of regaining control over one's own behavior. It is therefore a useful strategy to avoid consumption triggering stimuli, at least for a while. Find more information about this topic at drugcom.de.